Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany. Thank you for coming to join me, and also thank you for all the support. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to be talking about why God allows us to suffer and why he tells us to glory in tribulation. See, sometimes we think that God is just being mean. Sometimes we feel like he's not even hearing our prayers. But even Job himself, even Jesus Christ himself suffered in the flesh as well as many other prophets, and it was used to glorify God and also shape us into the person that we needed to be. Sometimes God is allowing us to go through these trials and tribulations to shape us to be better people. We have all committed sin, and whoever said he is without sin is a liar, and the truth is not in him, you know. And we have to understand that sometimes our willful disobedience gets us in situations that God never intended us to be in. And with that being said, we have to suffer the consequences to our actions. See, we even see that in the story of David, where he slept with Bathsheba, but also in his trouble, God saved him. Like the whole book of Psalms talks about God, you know, pruning him basically and allowing him to suffer from the consequences. And God, and also David was a man after God's own heart. So even in the story of Job, I had to take the time to realize that Job lost everything that he had, but it was for the greater good. And even he had the understanding, like, how can we receive good but not evil? So sometimes God is even having conversations in heaven about us. Well, all the time, especially if you're his chosen one. And what I mean by that, he made everybody on earth, right? But it says many are called if you are chosen. And in Job's situation, God described Job of being a perfect man. And even though he committed no sin, God did not promise a life without suffering. And Job understood that. So Satan wanted to test Job to show God, oh, he ain't gonna be a faithful servant to you. He has everything he wants. Like Job had everything he wanted and could possibly ask for. And Satan thought that Job, just because he lost everything, that he would lose faith in God. But mind you, he did have questions like we all do. Our human mind can't wrap around the things that God do. It says, God even said, he said, my ways are higher than your ways. So sometimes we don't even understand why we're going through certain things, but it tells us to glory in tribulation. These experiences brings forth patience, and patience hope. So these trials and tribulations, I noticed that in my walk, when I was going through something, all I could do was turn to God. I couldn't turn to my family. I couldn't turn to my